Hello, 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 everyone. Let me see if I got it right. All right. I don't know what's going on, but I hope you guys can find me. I'm here. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Let me see something. Looking at my computer. Okay. Edit. All right. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Trying to figure something out real quick. Hey, Sabs. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me go back to studio. I'm up here trying to figure some stuff out real quick. Hold on, hold on. Thank you guys so much. All right. In this one. Okay. All right. Good, good, good. So everybody ready? Is everybody ready? Girl, this electronic stuff, oh my God. This is for the birds. You hear me? For the birds. Is there an echo or anything? Hello? Hello. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Hey, Samantha. Is there an echo at all, guys? Okay. So let me put on some music and let's get started. Some little jazz here and there. Okay, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Today we are sewing the Classy Clutch hack bag, a little bit like the Kislock Coach bag. And this will be the last sew along for November for Sew Your View. So thank you so much, Carmen and Shelly. I'm trying to get all these names right, for having me this month. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Marilyn, how are you? No echo. Okay, good, good, good. All right, let's get started. All right, now, before I tell you what you need for the hack, you should have headed over to my hack tutorial to modify your pattern. But you will need pattern piece number 1, top portion, to just hack it on the sides of my pattern to fit your size frame. Okay, so if you saw that tutorial, it should have told you how to hack up your pattern. And only thing you do if you wanted to transfer the pocket to your new pattern piece, just trace over the original pattern piece pocket opening to your interior fabric. And if you modified your bottom piece, and all these pieces I'm working with today are the large, because I'm just working with the width of the bag, not the length, but the width. So, because this is the size that is going to fit the frame that I have. Okay. Hey, Steffi, how are you? You made it. Hello, hello, hello. Who's that? Dia Moore, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me put this out of the way. Okay. So what I'm gonna, I already did the pocket, and I did the pocket ahead of time. So if you all would, pocket, it's just like adding it from my tutorial. I just added the pocket, the interior, and I'm going to, and it's really like a large rectangle of the pattern pieces. All right, so let me get both of my pattern pieces, and with right sides facing, I'm going to stitch first the side seams. But I'm working with a denim for the exterior fabric, and I'm working with like a linen. If y'all see this, it's like a linen, but I interfaced it with a woven interfacing to give it a little structure. All right, so I'm just going to go down the whole side of both side seams. And I'm going to use 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is my last sew along for Sew Your View for today. And I'm just going to stitch down both sides of the interior, and I'm going to do the same thing for the exterior. Move this up a little bit so you guys can see me. Okay. So how was everybody Saturday? I'm still at work, so I'm watching while I work. Okay, thank you, Steffi. Yes, you can rewatch this later. Yeah, I'm just having technical difficulties with StreamYard. I don't know what's going on, but it's not connecting to my YouTube and my Twitch channel. I don't know what's going on. But if there's no echo and y'all can see what I'm doing, beautiful. All right. Okay, so that's one side. I'm gonna do the other side. And this is very easy to put together. The only thing that's a little complicated probably is to hacking it to fit your frame. Hey, Will, how are you? Okay. Now, since both sides are put together on the sides, make sure you snip the rest of those extra fat threads so it won't be messy. Okay, now we're going to attach the bottom piece. I'm going to start with these side seams. You could press your seams open, but I'm just going to press them with my fingers and match the notches. Now first I'm going to start with the notches, matching the side seams in the center, front and back. right, now I'm just gonna start pinning the in between the notches. And since I'm working with denim, I'm going to use this adhesive here. This UHU adhesive instead of the E3600. What is it? E3600 or E6000 or something like that. Sometimes I use that one for leather, but this one I'm going to use for the denim. All right. And this is the frame that I'm working with. It has an angle at the sides, but I'm just working with just a straight edge for the bottom piece because I had to measure so it could match the opening of my bag and the bottom of the bag. So everything could be in proportion. When you open your bag, everything can look even. You don't want to have a small bottom and a big opening. I think the bag looks kind of awkward like that. All right, so now we're just going to put the bottom part of the bag laying on top of the sewing machine. I'm going to stitch around. I'm going to use 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Do y'all have any questions or anything that I can answer really quickly while I'm just stitching this around? This is going to be pretty quick because I'm not working with a very stiff fabric. And I'm not doing any top stitching or anything like that. Thank Carm for volunteering me to do this for some of your view. She was like, Dee, why don't you sew the sassy sweatsuit in a classy clutch? I was like, okay. Like, all right, no problem. So I'm just going around the corners. All right, gotta go around this last corner. That'll be it for attaching the bottom piece to the lining. Like I said before, I already attached the pocket, so it'll save me some time. But the pocket's pretty easy to attach, so this hat can be used for the extra large pattern as well, correct? Yes, correct. All right, so we got the bottom. Got the bottom put on. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. And let me add my tag. Add a tag real quick. Because I like just, putting tags in my bags and stuff and on my clothes, I need to get new tags anyway, but just to customize it a little bit. Tag. All right, now let's put this aside and do the exterior. We're going to do the exterior the same way. Now I'm using a denim. I had this in my stash, but I also put a foam cushion on the bottom instead of Decoville. And I did it also for the sides. And if you want to add D-rings, you can just add D-rings to the top. And on the tutorial hack of the bag, it'll show you where to mark your D-rings. And I just put I made pants loops to fit the ends of my D-ring. And I made a cut. I made some slashes. And then I pinned just sewed across it so I can secure it. And then I sewed on the outside, I sewed across it on both sides, both D-rings as well. And I'm putting one on the side too, as you see here. So. And I'm going to attach it. I'm going to stitch the same seam allowance. These hidden D-ring connectors are a great idea. Oh, thank you. Yeah. because I made a strap to go with it as well. And I just had some leftover chain that I purchased from Mood Fabrics years ago. And it's a 1/4 of an inch wide. But I also put these springs on the ends, silver springs on the ends, so I can, you know, double it up as a charm chain, a charm, or, you know, a handle. So, but I'll show you different ways that you can make wrap the chain to attach to the D-rings. All right. I'm going to go to same side, 3/8 of an inch down the side. And the side D-ring could be like for your keys or for a charm, you know, anything. And I was thinking about, since this is denim, I was thinking about like putting patches, different patches on the bag. Let's see, this is what the D-ring looks on the side. Let me close it up. All right, let's do the other side the same way. Very, very simple. So now let's attach the bottom piece. Matching the notches like we did the lining. And I just remembered I'm going to pull this through the hole at the bottom of the lining, and I forgot to leave an opening, so I'm just going to have to go back and cut out some stitches from the lining. Yep, forgot. Just making my notches more defined. I made little ones. So now I'm going to match. Now I do pins. Since I'm working with denim, I can use pins. When I'm working with like leather or suede, I use the clips. Okay. All right. Ooh. So it's pretty easy so far to you guys. And because when I'm attaching the bottom, I always start by matching the notches, and then I fit in between the openings of the notches. And none of the fabric can be bulky or out of place. This is a big bag. It's so big. Just imagine what the extra large is going to be like. My goodness. All right. To bring out my heavy pins. So has anybody made the original classy collection, the original pattern? And how many times? Put it in the chat. Or are y'all still, some people still waiting on their Kids Like frames to arrive? Somebody always want to bother you at the wrong time. All right, so now I'm just going to stitch the bottom 3/8 of an inch, just like I did the lining. Okay. Just keep moving. Oh, you made it 6 times? I know that's right. Yes. All right, Steffi. See, with fabric, you can always manipulate it around corners and stuff. With leather, you can do the same thing. That's if you have like a machine that can handle leather. I don't, so that's why I have to hand stitch the leather. And you made 6 of them. I can't believe it, Steph. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so looking good. Yes, I am. I'm sewing on a domestic machine. 2-in-1. It's an embroidery and regular domestic machine. It's the NS2750D. And I'm also using a walking foot to help the denim go through smoothly. Yeah, I'll get a industrial machine one day when I get more space. Okay, so now the bottom is in. The bottom is in. So now all right, let me make a opening at the bottom of this first, because sometimes you can make it in the pocket, but I just didn't want to do it that way. So let me just cut some of these stitches. Now I'm going to do it this way, and I'll show you why, because I'm working with fabric. Now if you were working with leather, you wouldn't flip it inside out. I mean, you could, but you would just have to make the hole wider, you know, to flip the leather inside out. But I do this with fabric because I want the top edge to be, you know, to be a little bit thicker around the edge, so I can push the fabric in the frame of the Kiss-Lock frame. But if you just want to sit your like lining inside of the bag and then stitch around it, that's fine too. All right, so I left a big enough hole. Let me reinforce these corners so it won't have any ripping or anything. Back stitch this opening on the sides a little bit. Back stitch. And I'll just hand stitch this closed later. Hey, Cynthia. How are you? Are you sewing on? All right. Okay. All right, so I left a hole big enough so I can turn it inside out. All right. All right. So put this in here. And the width of my frame is 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to stitch 1/4 of an inch all the way around for my seam allowance. And with right sides facing because I'm going to turn it, I'm going to birth my bag through the hole. Just matching my notches. Alright, so I'm going to sew it all the way around. Start side seam. Thank you, Mercery, for your order. I appreciate it. All right. Okay. Work this bag. This is gonna be the hard part. So let me do some folding. Birthing bag. Something. Punch out the corners. Bottom of the bag. All right. This is what it looks like. I'll hand stitch it later. This is the bag. And now make sure the D-rings are coming through. D-ring on the side. Alright. Let me get the frame and my adhesive. Now with the frame, always start from elbow to elbow on the frame, because the middle of the frame, the elbow of the frame, you always want to lay it at the same. All right. You don't want to glue at the seam. You just want to put the elbow at the seam. You're just going to put glue in the frame on both sides. And then you fit the frame inside. And all right, let's get started. Let me press this frame down first. Press the edge around first a little bit, because that's what I want to go inside of the frame. All right. Making good time. Yep, it's only 5 o'clock. It only took me an hour to do that. Not really an hour, because I really didn't start on time. All right, so this is what it looks like on the bottom. Let me take this extra denim. And the foam gives it structure, so that's one good thing. I'm gonna put like patches all on it. It's gonna be real cute. Oh. I can't find the frame. What do you mean you can't find your frame? Oh no. So I'm just gonna press it down. Where's my? And then somebody told me about some tool that I could push it into the frame, but I always use my awl. So yeah, but I gotta figure out what tool she was talking about. But all right, let me press this iron. And if you don't want to use a frame, you can order these magnets. It's like magnet clips that you can put on the edge of the bag, and it can like close it like this. But you know, that's another way of doing it. But I like the frame better. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this adhesive start at one end with the adhesive. And do the other side. So it won't get too messy. Let me move the sewing machine out of the way. Alright, make sure it's this point. I'd say lost connection with the other phone. Alright. Just gonna push. I'm just pushing the edge through. Once that hard, then I could just peel it off. I'm just pushing it into the frame. All right, and then I'm gonna do the other side the same way. And if you get any glue on the frame, it always comes off with some rubbing alcohol. So we're just moving pretty quickly. I do say so myself. Just fitting it in between. Very simple, very easy to do. This is how I do it. So, all right. So now, since both of the ends are done, now I can work in the middle. Just going across some adhesive, not a lot, just enough so it can adhere to the fabric or whatever type of fabric you're working with. Just pushing it through. mean, you could probably use like a flathead screwdriver, but I think I like my awl a little better because it has a point to it, and I could just push it right in, and it doesn't hurt the fabric at all. Pushing this in, and like I said, the excess glue you could take off. It'll peel off the fabric, and it can come off the frame with alcohol, rubbing alcohol. So that's not going to be a problem. Like I said, I like doing it this way around the edges because it's a little bit thicker than if I was just sewing the fabric together. I like how it's a little bit bulkier. Just slide it in. Smooth this out a little bit more. Look, that's one side done. Now I got to do the other side. So cute. Alright, this was one side. Let me get some of those bumps out of there before this glue dries. Alright, get that corner out of there. Smooth this out a little bit more. Spread out the fabric a little bit so it won't be bunchy. But sometimes it's like that, so. All right. So now let's do this side. Okay, do you ever edge stitch the top? Edge stitch the top. I mean, you can if you were doing the flat method instead of birthing the bag like I just did. And then you could stick the frame in between. Then you could stick the edge in between the frame. But I like doing it like this because it gives the fabric in between the frame a little bit of thickness. And yes, you can resize the pattern for a smaller bag. Just when you print it, just do like, I guess, a 50% instead of 100% print out to do half of the size of the bag. You can do that. Instead of doing 100%, you know, size print out when you're at your home printer. But yeah. Going to let this dry overnight. But with the iron-on patches, I can just iron those on later. Yeah, I like it how it's thick when I push it through. This didn't take long at all. So. Down some before it dries, and then that will be it. Alright, so this is the inside of the bag. And this looks like it's closed up. Let me fix this right here. Alright, let that dry. Alright. Yeah, this is the cushion. And let it dry some, but I'm going to put some patches on it all over the bag except the bottom. But yeah, the D-ring on the side. So. This is it. D-ring on the corner. Alright, let me open this up because I want it to dry. Yeah. Get the chain. Let's fit through here. No. I'm going to How was I gonna do this? Oh. All right. Put the chain on it. And get it closed. Chain. It's the arm. You just wear it. This. Or crossbody. I can't wait to see yours, Steffi. Can't wait. And you can also make a handle for it too. Okay. Okay. Or behind you. But yeah. So yes. So that is it. That is how the hack works. So you can hack it to any size frame. And I'm gonna let this dry. I'm gonna keep this open so it can dry. And then afterwards, I'll wipe the glue off and everything. But this one can be like for a keychain or something. But yeah, this is it. This is the hack. And I can just iron that through. Once I put the patches on, it'd be good to go. Let's see if I can take that off. Yeah, I don't want to manipulate it anymore. Wait until it dries. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yep, this is the hack. And I'll post pictures once I get finished putting all the patches and stuff on it. But yeah, the side, both sides, and interior. And I'll hand stitch the opening. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I want to thank Monica and I keep forgetting these people's names. Oh my God, menopause is making my doggone brain fuzzy as hell. I hate that. Um, Shelly. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Monica. Thank you, Shelly, so much for um, letting me be the sewist for the sewist for Sew Your View. And thank you, Carmen, for volunteering me to doing it. So um, it was definitely fun sewing up the sassy sweatsuit. This is what I have on now that I sewed the top and the bottom the other day. And yeah, all for the month of November. So stay tuned for December. I don't know who's going to be the host for December, but stay tuned. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on this live. I had some technical difficulties, but hopefully I can figure it out later. I don't know what's going on with Restream, but I think I'm going to have to switch my platforms and go back to StreamYard. So yeah, thank you all. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you, Marlene. Who else? Thank you, Sabs. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Samantha. Um, Cheryl. Thank you all. Who else? I'm missing somebody. Dia Moore. Thank you. And Cynthia. Thank you all. I truly appreciate it. And thank you to all the other followers that are watching me now. It's 15 people up here. So thank you all. I hope you enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see your makes. So hopefully tag me in whenever you post your classy clutch or classy clutch hack. So this was it. Thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. I made the large pattern in denim and add patches. Oh, you did? Okay. I would love to see that. Send me pics. Okay. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you all. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there.